Hi everyone. I was doing some research yesterday and today on the UK Labour Party actually, and how the problem for Jeremy Corbyn is not necessarily that the public don't support him, because the last poll, the last Survation poll, had Labour 7 points clear of the Tories. But the problem he's got is that half of the MPs, half of the Labour MPs he's got seemingly, are bloody useless, and a lot of them were Blairites who voted for the Iraq War. And I suddenly thought to myself, well, I wonder how many Democrats in the US are still in office today that voted for the Iraq War 15 years ago, whatever it was. And what I found was astounding. In the House, there are 16. Here are the names. I'm just going to quickly go down them. I'm going to just pick one of them because one of them, to me, stood out. So Adam Schiff, who seems to think lately he's got a career in Hollywood, he's on TV that much. Brad Sherman, Mike Thompson, Sanford Bishop, Steny Hoyer, Ed Markey, Stephen Lynch, Colin Peterson, Bill Pascrell, Joe Crowley, Carolyn Mahoney, Elliot Engel, Nita Lowey, Gene Green. Oh wow, what a cool Gene Green. Adam Smith and Ron Kine. So these are all Democrats that voted for the Iraq War that are still in office today. So it's astounding to me that they're still in office. There's actually quite a few in the Labour Party as well. But one of those names jumps out at me immediately. In fact, 15 of those 16 names jump out at me because if you notice, there's a little asterisk next to 15 of them. That means those 15 with the asterisk next to them are all up for re-election this year. So all of them will be primaried. Hopefully, all of them will be primaried as well. And one name jumps out to me immediately, and that is Crowley, Joe Crowley, at 10th there on the list, Democrat, New York. And the reason he jumped out is because I know who's primarying him, and I know that the person who's primarying him is a real progressive, a real progressive. Her name is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She's a Justice Democrat. She's for Medicare for all. She's for the fight for 15. She's for an end to the prison for profit system. She's for all of the progressive things that you would expect, and she ticks all the boxes. She doesn't take any corporate or PAC money as well. Joe Crowley has not had a primary since 2004. So that probably would explain why he's still in office after voting for the Iraq War, because he voted for the Iraq War and he hasn't had a primary since. He's going to lose. She is going to win. I will bet good money on that. If you've never heard her speak, she's fantastic. She really is. So yeah, hopefully Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez will get rid of that warmonger. But there are others on this list. All the ones with the asterisk next to them. They're all going to be up for re-election this year. So if any of those are in any districts that you know of, or you've got friends in, or anything like that, just give them a call or give them an email or something, and just say, listen, get behind whoever their opponent is, whoever the most progressive opponent is. Of the senators, there's 5. Unsurprisingly, Dianne Feinstein, Tom Carper, Bill Nelson, Chuck Schumer. I didn't know that until I actually checked. I thought, Chuck Schumer voted for the Iraq War, and now he's the leader of the Democrats in the Senate. Is it any wonder the Democrats are so pigging useless? That tells it all. And Maria Cantwell. And the one that jumps out at me there is Dianne Feinstein, because she's being primaried by 2, actually, what I would call, one person who's progressive and one who's not, who's a bit of a centrist. And the reason why I want to talk about her a little bit is because we know that Dianne Feinstein is terrible. We know that she's for the Iraq War. We know that she was for the Patriot Act. We know she's even against legalized marijuana in California, for God's sake. But she's up against, is it Kevin DeLeon? And the latest polling has Dianne Feinstein on 46% and Kevin DeLeon on 17%. And this article, I'll actually put it down there. This is from Politico. It doesn't even mention. No, it doesn't even mention her. Oh, it doesn't even mention, the article doesn't even mention Alison Hartson. Alison Hartson, again, is another Justice Democrat, a Democrat, no PAC money, no corporate money. And she was the head of Wolfpack for a while, who was campaigning to get an amendment to get money out of politics. I mean, that's how progressive she is. She doesn't even appear in the polling. That is really sad. And it's an open primary as well in California. So whoever the top two are will go ahead and fight for this seat in November. So she needs to get into the top two. And it doesn't look like she's going to do it. Kevin DeLeon is not progressive at all. He really is not progressive. He talks a good game, but um, the key with him is he won't go on any progressive shows. He won't go on Jimmy Dore. He won't go on, any of these and be interviewed by anybody progressive. And that's a telltale sign. And he's very wishy-washy with the way he comes out in support of things. Alison Hartson is the person to get behind in that race, and she doesn't even appear. Doesn't even appear in the polling. That's really worrying. However, all of these people here with an asterisk next to them, they are all up for re-election. So, America, come on, you've got a job to do. We need to knock some of these people off. We need to knock a good. I mean, there's what, 21 there. If we can get that down by half, maybe in November, that would be great. Just we've got to get them out, and it would be great to see somebody like Dianne Feinstein or Chuck Schumer or Adam Schiff lose their seat. So yeah, come on, America, get your fingers out. These people, they've got to go. If you enjoyed that video, please click subscribe and click the bell down there so you get a notification whenever I drop a new video. Independent voices like mine are being silenced across all social media platforms by way of demonetization and new algorithms which de-rank us and make our videos and voices almost impossible to find. So please, you need to subscribe to keep up to date with what we're saying. If you can do as well, please support us on Patreon. We can't do this without your help. So to throw us a couple of $3 a month, if enough of you do it, we'll be able to survive, pay the bills, and keep giving you the truth. So thanks very much for all your support, and until next time, peace and take care.